before we start this right here, I want to let y'all know who I am, introduce myself. I'm Doughboy Sauce. You know what I'm saying? My real name is Daniel Dillard, man. But I go by Doughboy Sauce. And I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about me, man. I'm from Houston, Texas. South Side to be exact. Martin Luther King Boulevard, Hersheywood, all that good stuff, man. You know, I rep the city to the fullest, man. I ain't never lived nowhere other than Houston, man. So I put on for the city, man. We used to be called Scrooge, but now we call Splash Town, man. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to myself and, you know, the rest of my Splash brothers, man, my other Sauce brothers. So that's why I represent, man, H-Town, man. Doughboy Sauce.
A lot of niggas fell off, but we still here. We shed so many blood, sweat, and tears here. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing all my bills here. And then wishing we was gone, but we still here. Yeah, we still here. And we still here. You can get your ass killed in the field here. Nobody give here, and it get real here. So stop knocking at the door, nobody live here.
What do you like about Houston?
Man, I like everything about Houston. I love my city. Most importantly, man, I love about one of the main things I love about my city is this. I remember when I was younger, we used to go places, you know, all over the world, man. We used to go from city to city, state to state. And I came to the conclusion that, man, ain't no other city like us. We do our own thing. No other city don't ride slab. If they do, they start doing it after us. You know, we used to jam screw. No other city was doing that. We invented that screw. We used to wear our pants starchy 9, you know what I'm saying, with a razor blade crease, you know what I'm saying. That was H-Town, you know what I'm saying. Ball phase, high ball phase, that's our city. So we always had our own thing. Right now we got the Sauce movement, as you can see, you know. It's spreading just like a wildfire, the same way anything we ever did, you know what I'm saying. So that's why I love my city, man, because we unique. You know, we ain't like nobody else, man. We do our own thing.
Okay. How did the Sauce came about, and like what set everybody that's over the Sauce movement apart from everybody else, all the other artists out there?
Man, first of all, the Sauce came about from the day that we were born. You know what I'm saying? When we were younger, you know, the teacher used to say, your mama used to say, your neighbor used to say, man, you know what? It's something about you. I can't put my hand on it, but you're special. So back then, they just really didn't have a name for it, man. We just came along later on and just gave it a title, man, which is Sauce. It came about, me and the rest of my brothers, man, you know, some of us had our own thing going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us was already linked up, but we came to the table and we agreed, you know what I'm saying, to just ride for one cause, man. That was saving our city, because our city started doing everything that Atlanta was doing, started doing everything that Dallas was doing, no disrespect to them. But at the same time, we've been having our own thing, so we just agreed just to ride for one cause, man. And we said we're gonna call it Sauce. You know, we had a couple different names. We even had one called South Park versus everybody, but everybody not from South Park, so you know, we rolled with the Sauce, man. And, you know, we got behind the twins first. Everybody just started rocking, you know, making sure that, you know, kind of stop focusing on yourself and focus more on the twins and focus on our movement. And that's how it worked, you know what I'm saying. What makes us different is this, you know, a million artists that came and left. And, you know, as an artist, you know, people run up on you all the time and say, I love you, I love what you got going on. You know, I'm your biggest fan. But the difference between us, man, people were coming to us saying, we like what y'all got going on, we like y'all movement. And to this day, I still haven't seen nobody, you know, have a movement that people accept. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's bigger than just one person, it's a movement. And now you can go state to state, man, even in other countries, you know, they dripping. And that's a blessing, man.
Just say the word, my nigga.
You think that the Sauce is being influenced worldwide at this point, or
I don't think I know. I know that for sure. I mean, I get emails and inbox and all type of messages and videos of people all overseas. You know what I'm saying? Doing this, especially because we got a lot of our South brothers and South sisters, man, that's in the service. So they've been spreading the flavor, and just for that, because of that, man, the flavor gonna last forever. And I can guarantee you can go to any city, any state, or you can go to any country. It's gonna be at least one person. For sure, there's no way around it. So,
and one thing I see that that's going widespread is like the ideal of you guys being one, like family, first and foremost than anything. So, do you think that everybody, as far as the sauce movement, you guys call yourself family or just friends or?
Man, everybody that we rock with, especially myself, you gotta be family. I can't just let my friends choose me. I choose my friends, and my friends that we closer than friends. We can. So, my brothers, and we talk to each other on a daily. Even if we go without talking to each other, I know what it is with them. I know what they stand for. We stand for the same thing, and we try to end every conversation with "I love you," meaning from the bottom of our heart. So, that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really love. It's really family over here. Ain't nobody trying to stab each other in the back and really pillow talking about one another, falling out behind petty stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, brothers, me and my real brother fought several times coming up. So, we gonna fall out, but we ain't gonna fall off.
So, as far as your style, particular Doughboy,
Right.
do you have any artists out there that influence your artistry?
Honestly, man, I can't really just think of no other that influenced my style. One of the people that gave me game, and not directly, but I paid close attention and I watched a lot of documentaries, and I was a sponge and soaked up the things that Tupac would he would share with the industry and let people know, it's cool to be lyrical, it's cool to be, lyricist and focus on making words rhyme and using big words that people were unfamiliar with. You know what I'm saying? Just to show people that your vocabulary is not small, but at the same time, the most important thing of this is since you were a child, everything that was taught to you was sung to you. So, you don't have to dumb your rhymes down, or you don't have to make your rhymes where it would take a rocket scientist to dissect them just to figure out what you're trying to say. You just got to make sure that they can sing along. So, that's some game I got from Tupac, man. He said cater to the ladies, because the men, even back, when we was jamming CDs or tapes, they're not gonna buy it. They're gonna borrow their partner tape or their partner CD and make a copy of it. A female, she got a tape player in the house and a CD player in the car, she gonna buy one for each. So, I just been soaking up game from the old school, man. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Tupac, because he gave me a lot of good game. A lot of y'all, if y'all would take heed to these things, y'all be a lot further. But I can't think of no one particular artist that influenced my style, because ain't nobody make me, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's like me, so can't nobody influence my style. My kids influence my style. My family influence my style.
And that's the thing that you say about family. That's one thing I think that draw me to you a little bit. The idea that you are family driven and you have good moral standards in terms of family life and things outside of artistry. The norm of you see guys, they rapping about the cars, the girls, and all this other stuff, but you wear your wedding band on your finger.
And with ice, extra ice on it. So like everything else I wear, I ain't trying, I'm not ashamed of who I am and what I've become, you know what I'm saying? Family is very important to me. I've been incarcerated more than once, and, more than twice, you know what I'm saying? And I just remember being down there, that's when the small stuff that you didn't cherish, that you didn't take advantage of. You be down there hoping and wishing that you can just be around those people, even if they get on your nerves. I just want to spend some time with my family. So, since I've been out this time here, man, I just been focusing on my family, and I do it even more now because I realize since I've been doing it, man, I've been blessed beyond measure. So that's my main focus. That's my duty. That's my job as a man.
So right now, you say you've been incarcerated before. So this is your third strike, I'm assuming.
Right. Actually, I'm out. This is my fourth strike. My third strike. Of course, I started at 25 years to life. But man, God reminded me again. You know, I'm with you. You know, that's what he specializes in, doing stuff that people say can't be done. Or, you know, people be so caught up in routine or whatever, the way the normal, that they don't realize what they're dealing with. And so my last time I went down, I was starting at 25, and when you're dealing with the TDC system, which is the penitentiary, the Texas Department of Corrections, the smallest sentence you can get is 2 years. I'm a 3-time loser. I mean, my first 2 times, I'm unfortunate. If I go back, but that'll never happen by the grace of God, and God say the same. I ain't going back, but I'm just saying, if I was, it would be 4. That would be my 4th time. You know what I'm saying? They label me as habitual. You know what I'm saying? And they enhance everything that I do. But like I said, they started at 25. And by the grace of God, I got the smallest sentence, which is a 2-year sentence. I didn't snitch on nobody. Never have. Go check my paperwork. You know, I accepted my mistakes. Like, man, by the grace of God, I had some money put up. I paid my lawyer, and I took care of my business. Like, man, honestly, I think I could have. I ain't no think to it. My lawyer told me if I give him, I think he asked for like 20,000 more. He was like, I can get it dismissed for you, but I would have to sit in jail another 6 to 8 months. I had already been locked up like a year. So that's when, it was time. It was time for me to make a decision as a man. And I was like, man, I could save myself 20,000, and I could just go out and take these 2 years and go on up the road. I have a child out here. I got people dependent on me. I'm not gonna leave them stranded and still sitting here another 6 to 8 months using the phone, running up. That's one bill. Commissary high as hell. That's another bill. You know what I'm saying? And still get out to $20,000 more, closer to being broke. So, you know what I'm saying? I took my lick like a man. And I'm back.
So how do you maintain focus? I mean, and now that you have the freedom again, thank God, right?
Right.
You're able to be with your family and stuff. But now that you have that freedom, how do you stay grounded? How do you not go back to the past or the past life? And, how can you inspire those that are out there to take the high route?
Well, for the most part, I do go back, but I just don't stop. I just pass through. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. I got to go back. I got to remind myself, of where I came from and how easy it is. I can wind up back there. But after so long, some people rock bottom is not the same as the next person. Mine might be, something simple as getting fired. The next person might be something as harsh as losing a family member or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, you're not gonna make a change till you ready. And I'm ready. And, I was tired, and God brought me too far to go back, and I'm not going back. So, the only thing I can do is let you know, man, that if you out there and you going through whatever, man, just know that there's nothing. God can't bring you up out of it, and know that, man, God wants nothing but the best for you. So when people be like, God did this to me, He didn't. You did it to yourself. But He's gonna always be right there with you and help you up out of this situation every time. No matter how many times you do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so wonderful about God, man. And that's the reason why I can't go back, because that'll be a slap in the face. Today, man, I'm a 3-time loser. I know people that's struggling, trying to get an apartment. And by the grace of God, I got a $400,000 house. I just got it by the grace of God, me and my wife. Drive expensive cars, nice cars. I'm not capping, I'm not bragging about it, I'm just letting you know what I'm saying, that how good God is, because it's kind of hard listening to a sermon from a person that ain't having nothing. It's kind of hard to hear a sermon about somebody telling you about God gonna bless you, He gonna he gonna make your life better, and they life ain't better. You gonna say, well, why he ain't working for you? So I thank God just for, you know, let me be a living testimony, man. And let y'all know, man, I only been out 3 years, and I've accomplished so much by the grace of God. Got my kids out the hood, man. Been able to help my family, you know, whenever they need help. And, you know, not only my family, my friends, too. I help a lot of people. And I do it not because I want a pat on the back for bragging rights. I do it because I believe God blessed me to bless other people. So, that, you know, it's all good, man. If you ask me, I'm rich, man. I don't know what's rich. But I know at the end of the day, my kids not missing no meals. You feel me? Pretty much anything that I put my mind to that I want or need, I can get it. So what's rich? I'm rich. You feel me? I'm not going without. I'm not behind that wall no more. I'm at a broad opportunity, man. So I'm rich, man. It's a blessing.
You reference God a lot. I mean, tell me about your childhood and God and all this other stuff. A lot of people think that celebrities or local artists, that they don't have a faith-based or God in their life or believe in religion. You know, tell me a little bit about growing up, and you know, you referencing God a lot. You know.
Well, first and foremost, my mother, she wasn't on any type of drugs or nothing like that. But when she had me and my brother, my older brother, she wasn't ready to be a parent. She was, you know, still wanted to be young and have fun. And so, you know, it had its pros and it had its cons. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people grew up with their mother and their father. My daddy was never there, but my grandparents raised us. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff, I noticed a lot of people didn't get to learn, and a lot of stuff that other people got to learn I didn't, because I didn't have a mother or a father that was, you know, it was different generations. So my grandmother raised me up in the church, man. You know, pretty much everything in the church, every Bible study, drill team, vacation Bible school, and Boy Scouts, all type of stuff. You know, I was brought up doing that. You know what I'm saying? And later on, when I got old enough, you know, I mean, you know, I just started getting into other things that I had no business getting into. But you know what I'm saying? I never forgot who God was. And but the crazy part was this: I was raised up, and I know a lot of stuff that I got away with, a lot of bullets that I missed, a lot of cases that I was able to dodge. It was only because my grandmother was praying for me, or somebody in my family was praying for me, because during that time I wasn't worthy of a blessing, but I thank God for my family because they were praying for me. But that was all cool, and it was fine and dandy, but the best thing that I ever experienced was when I went to jail. And, you know, even though I was raised up in the Word and all that, you know, the best thing that ever happened was when I was able to pray and get my own relationship with God and just actually pray and watch, you know, God answer my prayers, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, can't nobody tell me no different. You know, I'm not going to ever get caught up in a conversation, somebody trying to get me caught up in a religion conversation, because I know, you know, religion is just here to really, like, cause separation, you know what I'm saying? If you believe in God, you know what I'm saying, and you fear God because you know what I'm saying, not because God is a bad person, you fear God because you don't want to disappoint him. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love people like that. That's my kind of people. If you don't have no type of respect for God or no type of love for God, I know you don't got no love and respect for yourself, so I know you damn sure ain't gonna love and respect me.
So, you know, my theme is life is much better when you choose happy.
Right.
And it took me a while to get to that point. Do you think life is much better when you choose happy?
Oh, man. Life, like, at the end of the day, you saying it, you, like, a lot of people wonder why they're not happy because you choose not to be happy, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to be happy. You got to teach yourself how to be happy, wake up, be filled with joy. Like, you can't let nobody take that from you. Life is so much better. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much better. I can't really explain it, but you got to make that choice to be happy. You know what I'm saying? You can't depend on nobody, nothing in this world to make you happy. You got to choose that today you want to be happy, that you don't want to live like you've been living. You know, that's what the devil wants for you, but you got to choose different.
Thanks for doing this for me, man. Appreciate you coming on ChooseHappyTV, giving me your story. It's your girl, Kid Carolina. If you haven't heard, I don't know what the fuck your antennas look.
When you choose happy.
Smiling. All right. If you haven't heard, I don't know what your antennas was. Tune in, choose happy, be happy. Life is much better when you're happy. Chip. All right.
Yeah, man. Doughboy Sauce. Boy.
Appreciate it. Definitely.
Kid, the real kid, Carolina.
Yeah.